Welcome to Sugar, Spice and Burnt Rice. We're all about exploring enjoyable moments, sharing captivating stories, fostering healing and above all, growth. Join us as we embark on our journey.
How's your week, guys?
How was my week? I actually don't even remember my week. No, genuinely, it just went by without like any awakeness. Like I think I was off for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which week are we in?
Is this the week you went to Melbourne?
No, the week I went to Melbourne was actually the week before, I think.
Oh, then I'm confused.
This week I went to work Monday to Friday. But I was mostly tired for most of it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, my week is the same old, nothing new.
What about you, Taco?
I actually had the dentist.
Oh, how did that go?
I hate the dentist, so it's
Damn.
bro, I almost knocked him out. 'Cause yeah, well, okay, long story short, I don't think they gave me enough numbing stuff. And then I felt like a pinch. And I was like, I had to stop myself.
Wow, she really threw hands.
She was ready to fight.
Bro. But yeah, I just don't like the dentist in general.
That's
Not
actually the scariest thing, you know?
Yeah, not because of like, I don't like getting my teeth cleaned, but I just, doctors, everything medical makes me really anxious.
Guys, she's a nurse, by the way.
Yeah, let's put that out there. Hope y'all enjoy.
When she clocks in,
Yeah, she clocks it out.
No, like I don't mind. let me do this. My job doesn't make me nervous because I don't like.
You're the
But
one
I
doing
hate
it.
being the like patient.
I
you know
get
what
you,
I
yeah, I
mean?
get you. I was just joking.
I was like, just to clarify.
That means you're really good at your job because you know you experienced it yourself.
Yeah.
So you want to,
You-
make it better for somebody else.
Yeah, you can sympathize with the
That's why I
patients.
was looking at it.
Yeah.
What about you, Mo?
I actually took a week off work.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you have to do your best.
He
life,
was-
eh?
I was
Yeah,
living my
wow.
best life. Yeah, so I'll tell you guys what I did. So basically, like Monday to Wednesday, I didn't really do much. I was just like unwinding, decomposing. Then on Thursday, decomposing. I was like, take me. But on Thursday, on Wednesday night, I was thinking, I was like, what can I do? Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just have like a me day? So what I did, I actually booked a room in Crown Towers just for myself, and like everything, breakfast, valet, all that shit included.
Wow.
I just packed like a few essentials, like a bit of clothes here and there. I went shopping as well. I literally bought like skincare products. I bought a bath bomb or two. Bought a face mask. I don't even know how to use it. I just bought things. I don't even know what I bought. Half of the stuff is in my car. I haven't even used it yet because I just don't know. Yeah, I was like, so I spent money and I was like, why not? So I was in the hotel room by myself. I didn't even tell anyone until like later in the night when I messaged you guys as well. But no one knew I was there. Turned my phone off, like as in like do not disturb. Didn't care about anything or anyone. Just enjoyed myself. It was so good. I loved it.
Yeah, I love that
is
for
so
you, Mo.
good.
That's
A lot of
good.
people tell me that they can't do what I did, like as in like enjoying time by yourself.
That's
Really?
crazy,
I'm in a
yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Like
No,
just
it's
in
a lot-
general, some people
That's
can't be
true.
left alone to their thoughts. Like
Yeah.
they always need to be out or doing something or around people.
Yeah, they feel like if they're on their own, they're like it's sad and lonely. Whereas like sometimes you just need the time to just do things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I avoid people, guys.
100%. 100%.
Fun mute.
That was really nice. I used
Yeah.
it. Like I even booked like a massage and then like
Nice.
use the pool, the gym, all that stuff. Just like actually enjoyed myself. It was
Yeah.
good. It was really
That's
good.
so good.
How was your week?
A lot of like just uni and work and just like assessments. That's it. That is
good.
literally it.
Guys, are we old?
We
Are we?
I don't know about you two.
50?
I don't know about you two, but Tabs, when you hear uni or school, do you twitch?
Bro, I Twitch now.
No, like,
waking up.
I think back on those days, I'm like
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Mo, you're saying this and you didn't finish. Some of us who finished,
know.
oh my gosh. When I think of uni, actually living not lie, uni wasn't that bad for me because I didn't study something hectic. Like business is a lot of reading and it's a lot of sleepless nights, but it's not anywhere near any health related course or any science related course, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't have it as bad as that. I just remember just being stressed about like what happens next, because like there's a stress of finishing uni and finding a job, but then there's a stress of finishing uni. Okay, do I have to go back home? Do I have to? How do I stay in Australia? There was just so much stress. Like I actually wanted to stay in uni because at least I knew what I was doing. I had like a purpose. But after uni, I'm like, what do I do now? You know, where do I go? That's the thing, you know. And I was finishing my last year during COVID, so that was even more stressful because it was just scary. Like you don't know what's happening with COVID, so you're like, even if I graduate, I can't go back home. So what do I do? Where do I go? What
Yeah.
happens here? And then you think COVID is like forever. So you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, it was stressful, guys.
Literally.
That was the only stress I think I had in uni, just that final year.
Were you also working when you're in uni?
I've been working since I came here. I never stopped working.
I don't think there's an option.
Yeah, no, some people some people are very fortunate that their parents can pay their way through
Yeah.
school and stuff. But like, as much as my dad helped like the first 6-7 months, after that he was like, "You're gonna have to try find your way." There was my brother going to uni. My sisters had just graduated. My tuition was through the roof.
Yeah.
So obviously I couldn't be spoiled and say no. I don't want to work. I had to work,
Yeah.
and I've been working since. So
Damn. I have to
But
do
hey,
that to you. I have
character
to.
development, guys.
It really is.
That's when I told myself, "There's no way I'm gonna be broke ever. Like I cannot allow myself to go, like you know,
Under.
as tough as it is,
Yeah.
to the ground, dig myself in."
There's some people that the level, their bar, their standards is on the floor and they just dig under.
Look at how much
They
lower
really
they can
do.
go. But then that actually, you know, this actually leads me to a good topic, right? So I had this conversation with a friend before, saying that, and this also leads to the whole like men equal to women kind of thing. But we're not going to get too deep in that.
Yeah.
But this is like, I feel like when women have to be in situations like myself, where they have to fend for themselves and stuff like that, you become, I guess, the man in your life. And then you start losing spaces or moments where you can embrace your femininity. So you become like a provider and all these things, and you're always like defense mode, survival. And then you forget that you have this feminine side of you that you have to nourish as well. And I never used to pay attention to that. I was more feeding into that masculine side of things. So I realized even my personality that time was a little bit more, not aggressive, but more like firm. And that's why I found myself even having more male friends sometimes than female friends, or sometimes being very like not short-tempered, but like I didn't have time for anything girly or boys or whatever. Like I just didn't care. Like I was like, I have stress. I can't think about these things. You know, I'm a provider for myself. You know, so you don't live that feminine like part of you. And then it's only like this year, this year, where I started to slowly work on that side, because I started to get a little bit more stable, like with my job and stuff. And then I realized like, oh my gosh, I had been missing out on this kind of lifestyle. Like I've been missing out on taking care of me and being feminine and, you know, having that feminine energy. And then I realized like, I don't want to go back to what it was. So I really like believe that women need to have those men to take off all those responsibilities so that they can live and embrace that femininity. You know,
100%
to be
agree.
like, I don't think a woman should be the breadwinner of her house. Or even work full time like that, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was just a realization I
I
had.
literally agree with you on that side, because I'm in that position now where I'm paying my repayments, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I literally
Yeah, you have a mortgage.
I have let go of all the things that I used to do just so I could make sure that I just don't fumble because I'm scared. And at the same time, like just like looking at things, I'm like, damn, I could go out, I want to go buy makeup, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do all the girly stuff. But then you think, you're like, but I've got
that
this to
electricity
do.
bill and then there's this
the
and-
water bill, the rates, this and that's going up, and I have no time for this, I have no time for that.
Yeah.
It's literally it. And at the same time, you're working on school as well.
Exactly.
And it's like, damn, when am I going to get a break? Like, I've been on this since I was, 21? Because I started being 21, right? Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
So it's just been literally constantly, like, for the five years.
And like when you're like
5 years.
when you're young and youthful, when you can do these
Yeah.
things, like when you miss that period then and then you start to try to do it when you're older, it's a little bit harder in the sense that like it can come across like also, if you're not careful, like trying to stick with the trends, like trying too hard, and then you realize like, oh, this is not my trend, or you can be left behind, or it's like, it's just like a weird space where you start to realize like, oh my gosh, there's this stuff that I should be doing as a woman. And then trying to like tap into that.
100%
Like,
agree. I
It's
don't know
just,
What about you, Mo?
So whatever you girls say, yes.
Like, do you guys face any challenges as a male?
Or like when you see a woman like in
Nothing-
our
Yeah.
position,
Nothing
what's your
different.
take on it?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. If, from a friend perspective, like someone that you just value as a friend, it is quite tough. like to see it from from my perspective anyway. Try to help them out as best as you can, you know, being there for them and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, like relationship wise or beyond, I've never really like dated anyone seriously or had like a relationship with someone in that sort of position. So I don't really have much to add to it.
Yeah.
But do you think like you would prefer having someone who's kind of in that position? Like, do you think that makes a difference in the type of girls you date and what that means for you as a guy as well?
There's two sides of me. There's a whole traditional side, you know, like the whole, you know, the stay-at-home mom or wife, and then there's the cooking, cleaning, all that sort of stuff, which is nice and all. But then, like in this day and age, in this economy, it's very hard to.
Yeah.
I think shouldering the sole responsibility of like the financial burden and stuff like that, I reckon that's quite tough. A lot of pressure, especially if something happens to you. Like if you get injured or something, what are you gonna do? I feel like.
Does that play it safe?
Yeah, I mean, like my views have really changed over the last couple of years. Just the fact that the world is changing really fast.
Yeah.
Sure.
Super quick.
Yeah, I mean, it went from being able to like, if you had a really good job, being able to like be the sole provider, to now being like you have to at least have like 2 people working in a house to afford the mortgage and stuff like that.
That's true. And I've seen those stories on Instagram where they ask random women on Twitter like what kind of guys they want. They're like, I want a man earning $500,000 a year. I want him to have a
Girl,
nanny.
me too.
Like so many. And the thing is, I looked at the age range of these girls. Like most of them are younger than us. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
They're still learning. You know, we can accept because they're still learning life. They haven't even started living yet. So that, you know, you can put aside. But if I see a 30-year-old woman saying that, I'll be like, girl, please.
Grow
like,
up.
Come on. Yeah. At this big
At
age,
your
you
age.
should know. Yeah. But like, yes, you can aim high, but it's like, that shouldn't be a deal breaker. If somebody says, what's your deal breaker? Don't say $500K a year. Come on now.
Really?
That's not even
There's
a
no
doctor's
deal
salary.
at all.
I've genuinely never met or shook hands with someone that earns more than 200K. Like I just haven't. Like where are you gonna find
And
these people?
That's another thing. We don't even hang in those spaces. So imagine a girl hangs in our spaces saying, I want a $500K guy. Where are you?
In
You're with
Callington?
us.
Right.
You're chilling with us. We're not there.
We're in the same
where you
boat,
gonna-
honey.
Yeah.
You earn 500K.
Literally. So it's like, yeah, I get what you mean. Like 2 income householders getting there. I mean, like for me, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to be working forever. I'm sure nobody does. But for me, I think like the best thing to do is to find somebody that understands that and says, okay, let's try and hustle now whilst we're still able and, you know, let's try and do something on our own. Let's do a side gig. Like somebody who's active. Just activity. Like somebody who's thinking and like trying to do the stuff. And then I'll be happy to support that person. Then I'll say 5 years time, this has to pay off so we both don't have to stress. Then we do that. But nowadays we don't have people who even want to do that. Like
Ambition.
you can't find people who are ambitious or even willing to work with someone towards that.
Yeah.
Like I know they say don't date potentials, but then like there's some people where the energy just works and you know that if we're on the same wavelength and we do this together, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Because athletes have that. They've had, you know, those stories where they had a woman that helped them, or you know, people, really great people actually have that. When you ask them, they would have had a woman or somebody by their side who helped them. You know, so I'm like, why not? Like, if you want the 500K, be the understanding girlfriend.
Yeah. Get ready for that man to not come home next 6 months.
Yeah, like hustle with him, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's tough to be very ambitious from a guy's perspective. Like, look how much the world has changed in just 3 years from COVID.
I know.
3 years.
But then I see girls who are more ambitious than guys. Let me be honest with you. I feel like girls generally, instinctively, we're just like more ambitious. Like you find girls, whether it's ambition with doing their own business or ambition with finding guys who have money, there's ambition. Like regardless, there's that energy. They work hard for, I'm going to make it somewhere, somehow, whether it's OnlyFans, whether it's working, whether it's with this man's, whether they have ambition, like just regardless. And like, I feel like men, maybe ambition is lacking, not because of COVID, because there's that expectation that you have to do good. It's like called
I think it's pressure.
Yeah, it's called like productivity paralysis. Like you know you need to do so much, but because you know it, you just become paralyzed. Like
you probably don't even know where to
can't do
start.
anything.
Where to
Yeah.
start.
So that I can say probably is because of that. They might have ambition, they just probably just don't know where to start, or they just I don't know.
I mean, if you're talking about avenues of ambition, there's a lot less options for guys as well to do well in. Like, what are you gonna do? OnlyFans?
Well, there's some men out here doing OnlyFans. I can't lie. On my TikTok, it's just a whole lot of OnlyFans men.
Do you think men have less options? Is that where we've come to in this
I
world?
don't know. I feel like because I've seen men start wig companies. I've seen men start lashes. I've seen
Yeah.
like
Really? Lashes?
makeup, hair. They're in everything. You know what I mean?
If I actually found out that there was a man who could do lashes in Perth, I would go to him just for the experience.
Yeah.
And there, by default, he's earning money because he's unique by himself. That's what
Yeah.
people need to know about business, guys. Let me tap into that degree. You need your unique selling
4
point.
years of suffering for this.
4 years of suffering for this
For
guy.
this
Let's go.
one
For this
gem.
1 point to change, hopefully, people's lives. But you just need a unique selling point. You just need to differentiate yourself from anybody. It could be the smallest thing as being a guy. It could be the smallest thing as
Well, luckily in this day and age, you can be a guy.
literally it's possible. In this day and age, nothing is impossible. It can just be it could be lashes on the road. Come stop by and I'll do lashes by the bus stop.
God forbid you go on a speed bump. That's enough.
Slash could be that
Like
way.
just as long as it's exciting and new and different and like, you know, because it's like, think about it.
Yeah.
There's so many there's so many brands that sell the same salt and vinegar chips. But like, why do we buy different ones? Maybe the
Yeah.
packet looks nicer.
Because they
Maybe
go on
the
special at
advertising.
different times.
Yeah.
Maybe that, yeah, and that's a unique selling point on its own.
Yeah.
The specials or something, you know.
So the title is "Am I the Jerk? I refuse to give up my seat to a woman on a flight." Just off that, is she the jerk?
Is she?
Yeah,
What was the woman pregnant?
like just off the title.
Extra large.
She's-
Am I
need more.
crazy? I
need
refuse to
more.
give the woman.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a jerk. Like, why are you
Okay,
coming
just
and
off
telling me
the
tomorrow?
title.
Off the I need.
No, yes
Off
or
the
no?
title, I don't think she's
What
a
was
jerk.
the title again? Read it for me.
I refuse to give up my seat to a woman on a flight.
She's
No.
not a jerk.
Your own
Okay.
seat.
Jerk.
Your
No.
own seat.
Do you wanna know why, or we just continue?
Let's go the
Okay.
context. So I, 17 female, my mom, my dad, and my sister took a flight to our homeland on Ryanair. I don't think that matters, but we booked seats at the very end of the row, each sitting parallel to each other. The woman sitting, there's a lot of maths in this, so I'm just gonna read it and hopefully it makes sense in your head.
Okay.
So basically, she was sitting here. So there's a 2 rows. She was sitting here. Her sister was sitting here. Her mum was sitting behind her, and her dad was sitting behind her sister.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
they got the
The
aisle,
4 seats
the
like
aisle
that.
Yeah.
seats, okay? So the woman sitting 3 rows in front of me wanted to sit next to her boy, her husband, and her baby in my seat. I said I wanted to sit next to my family, and we specifically paid the extra fee to make sure that we'd all sit at the end of the rows to prevent me from not feeling well, and it will bring me comfort to sit next to my family. I'm a nervous flyer. I kindly refused her, but she kept insisting, and I said no in a sudden tone. She decided to reply with, "You guys can see each other after anyway. You guys," I'm sure she was supposed to say, "You guys can't see each other anyway." This had me fuming, and you could have paid the extra fee instead of arguing with me, I said angrily. A flight attendant came to us and I explained the situation. She said that if I refuse to change the seat, there's nothing she can do, and we need to sit down because we're about to take off. My final answer was no. If her husband wasn't there, fine, but he was there to take care of the child and the baby. She goes back to her seat angrily, and I sit down too. For those who don't know, a lap infant is a child under the age of 2, and they did not qualify to have their own seat. She could have easily held her child by herself in a seat if that's where the baby felt more comfortable. Instead, she decides to cause a scene and keep going back and forth looking stressed to make me look like a bad person. And then she stands up in the middle of the aisle with her baby staring at me and blocking everyone's way, which made people more stressed at me because this hassle could have been easily avoided if I agreed to switch my seat with her. While holding her baby, she made comments like, "It's okay, don't cry. What can I do if this girl doesn't want to switch seats with me because she's so nervous?" she said in a sarcastic tone. And then basically saying, "Am I the jerk for not switching the seats?"
So where was her
Nah.
husband and the kid sitting?
So her husband and her kid were sitting next to the girl that refused to switch seats.
Girl, you gotta pay the extra. Stop bothering me. Girl,
Yeah,
she's
she's
not
not. I'm sure they were trying to cut costs that way, and they thought they could get away with it because they have kids.
Yeah.
But you
Nah.
know, this I've been seeing this a lot online, like where these people want to switch seats.
Who have kids especially.
Yeah.
So they try to finesse the
Finesse the
system.
system.
Yeah, no, I've seen it too as
But
well.
I think like if I pay for it, I'm not switching seats because
No.
Are you gonna pay me back?
right, like pay me for my seat then.
You want me
But
to
just-
go pay more for a cheaper? Nah.
Not just that, but you wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even give a shit. I'd be
He's probably
lying
like,
down.
"Thank
I'd be
God."
sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't like that. I don't like that. The only person I would say you can stand up for is a pregnant woman. You know, because like if they need that, kind of no, genuinely, guys, pregnant
Girl,
women.
find that baby daddy. You want to switch seats?
Right.
So like, nah, fam, it's not my fault.
Nah,
you got knocked up.
I'm not the one because you're pregnant.
No, but then, no, the reason why I say pregnant women is because they can't sit like for so long like that, and then they have to constantly stand up, and then they need support standing up as well. So it's like I would feel cruel. A stranger
Yeah,
can't be
but
helping this
I don't
friend.
think
If I was with
so.
someone that was pregnant, there was no way I would make sure we were sitting together,
No.
or like have a window or like the
Like,
aisle
No,
seat.
no, but maybe she did pay for the normal seat, and then you know when your flights get changed, they just give you a random ticket.
No, I'm
I
sure
mean
you
a
can,
random seat.
you can contest
I'm
it.
getting
they
the
do
ticket.
that.
I'm getting the seat that I.
Yeah.
No, do you know like sometimes when your flight changes or you're delayed or something, and they give you new boarding passes, even if you've checked in, your seats actually change.
You can request it though. Be like, hey, I paid extra for this. Can I
Yeah,
get
but
this
like
seat?
sometimes some people don't. Like I've done that before where my last minute they've had to change. Like I've had to change a flight and then they just give me a ticket and I'm just glad to fly, but then I don't double check. So then you just get in whatever. Like it can happen. Like people are human. So
I guess.
if it's a situation like that, like regardless of the situation, if she's struggling, like I'll just be like, cool, you know?
Yeah, but like as a person traveling, you should be taking as many precautions as possible to prevent scenarios like this. Like if you're
Yeah.
traveling with like 2 kids and one of them's under the age of 2, and you're not even making sure if you're sitting together
Yeah,
with
that
your
one
husband.
is that one's another one because you're a mom, so you should get used to planning.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
that, but like the responsibility and stuff.
As
I don't
well,
know.
Yeah.
Maybe the dad could have switched seats with someone else.
The dad could have switched the seats with the mom if
Yeah.
like, that was
Yeah.
Like the
true,
person
true.
next to the mom, like you could have asked anyone else or
Yeah.
like
True.
or just make do.
In this situation, yes, 100%. But I was saying the only person I'd move for is a pregnant woman. Like that's the only
I
person I'd
guess-
move for.
They have a lot of
Now-
empathy.
Like
Yeah,
now,
I'm
actually
sorry, I'm
thinking
not-
about it more while you guys are talking, I would say to the woman that's asking for my seat whether she can like send me, PayPal me money back because
You think you don't do
no,
that?
listen.
Cash app.
There's no network in the
Pay
plane.
me back my $50 I
There's
paid.
no network in the plane. You just
No.
wanted
Nah.
to just
Because
I'll take cash.
if she didn't want to pay for it back then, there's no way she's
I'll
paying
say
for
buy
it
my
now.
meal, buy my plane meal.
I'm like, if you want to sit next to your husband, understandable, but I'll need you to pay that $50 back that I paid for that seat. And because I understand, what if something, God forbid, but what if something happens
And you know,
on the
kids fly
plane?
free, hey? So they're saving money already. I think it's like kids under a certain age, they fly free or something.
Unless
So-
unless it was essential travel, I cannot fathom taking someone that's less than 2 years old on a plane.
Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
can't.
please.
Less
Your
than 10?
kids- Your kids
Less than
be pulling
2.
my hair.
Less than 2. Oh yeah, less than 2 is
Like
No,
unless
less than
you're
5.
flying to like your home country or visiting family, I can understand. But going on a holiday with a child,
yeah, where you're just flying
Wait.
next door.
Oh, and it's so
Sure.
I know people
And they
have
cry?
kids, but the crying,
I'm not
Oh.
gonna lie, I can't remember the last flight I went on where there was no crying baby.
bruh.
I'm like, how many babies need to travel? More than me.
I needed this holiday.
I'm not joking. Whether I was going to Melbourne, going back home, whatever, every single flight.
You already have
There's
stress
no
before you
flight.
reach your destination.
Literally, there's no flight I've been on without a crying baby. And I'm like, why?
But do we not have empathy for parents though? Like
I don't.
Like sometimes I'm
Did I
just
say that
like,
too loud?
Yeah, you said
Okay.
it real quick. You didn't
I just push. I just went
No,
over
the
it.
thing is,
It's
yeah,
like,
I do feel bad because I'm like,
But
they
at the same
maybe
time,
they
come
need
on
to
now.
travel. Maybe somebody passed away. You never know the reason why somebody is traveling, genuinely.
but those ones who go on holiday.
But give that baby some pills or something.
Some melatonin.
Some melatonin, overdose them on milk or something. I
Just
know
the
babies
classic.
say, like,
But I can't imagine anything more stressful. Like, and especially
Yeah.
those who travel, they have like multiple kids under the age of like 4.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
4
Those are
kids,
menaces.
and each one is like 1, 2, 3. No.
guys, I'm not gonna
And the way
lie.
they run
The
up
last
and
time
down
I went
those
on holiday
aisles,
to
oh,
Iraq,
days.
because you have to stop over in Dubai,
Yeah.
and obviously Dubai is a holiday destination, stuff like that. Like, oh my god, this family. There was like 7 of them or something like that, and they were all kids. The mom looked like she wanted to kill herself. I don't know. I didn't understand, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
I want to tell
Guys,
the husband, get off that girl.
I'm not
Leave her
gonna
alone.
lie.
Ah man,
I'm
the,
not gonna
the
lie.
pull-out method was not working. If it didn't work the first 2 times, it's not gonna work the last
They
5
didn't know
times.
Plan B existed, guys.
Ah, guys,
Guys, I'm not
When
gonna
they
lie.
were bored.
She's been saying I'm not gonna lie.
her whole personality was the kids. That's why I just kept doing. Bang, bang,
Because
bang.
the thing is, I'm complaining about people, right? But we were those kids. I would still be mad.
So, at
The
what
kids
age
were-
did your dad lose his hair?
To be honest, I don't think African dads keep their hair. I don't know. This is maybe it's my dad. My dad is always bald,
Yeah.
and he wears a cap, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like he's good to go. I don't know a lot of dads that actually keep their hair. I really don't know.
Me neither. My
Yeah.
dad's bold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bald. He's balding.
He's just giving that little.
I think they
Nah.
just don't want to think about it. You know, they just like I don't know.
My parents' genetics. So my dad, he actually he's got white hair, like complete white hair. He's only like 50 something. Basically he got it from his parents, where he started having white hairs and gray hairs at the age of like 18, 19, 20. Same as
Ooh.
me. So if you look at my hair, I've got a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
whites, a lot of grays.
They're hiding in
But
there
it's just
somewhere.
genetics. I'm not losing my hair
We
yet.
didn't want to say
Yeah.
anything.
It's okay. Everyone said
Don't wanna
everything
hurt your
already.
feelings.
Nah, apparently salt and pepper is in season.
Hey, am I the jerk for expecting my girlfriend to leave the club after not being let in?
Read the story.
Wait, what?
Nah, people actually hate that. Oh my god, okay.
People should not be in relationships.
No, right?
Literally. He hates her. Okay, so
Use it for a free ride.
he literally, okay, so the story is I recently went out with some friends, 4 guys and 6 girls. My girlfriend being
Some
one of them.
friends. That's like my whole friend group.
It's a classroom or something. Literally.
So, all the guys were hesitant to go clubbing because we knew it would be expensive and how this specific club treats guys, but my girl and the others convinced us otherwise. When we got there, they told us to be let in with the girls. We had to spend $400 on a table. Oh, that's crazy. Who doesn't do that?
a whole
mad.
table, like as in like split it or each?
No, a whole table. Let me
It's
see.
probably like VIP.
Just at
isn't it?
one table, yeah.
Ooh.
Spend $400 on it. So to be let in with the girls, they had to spend $400 on a table and a bottle, or we wouldn't be allowed in.
Wow.
Ew, scams. Okay.
Wow. I mean, for us, $20 is a lot for entrance fee.
Oh, mind you, they told them that this is after all the girls went in. Of course, we said no and dipped. And when I texted my girl if they were leaving, she said no, they're staying. Someone
Actually, you thought, let's go.
Loyalty.
Oh, some more context to this is that she is traveling soon, and this is our last night together, where she convinced me to go to this thing, wasted my money, and then let me Uber home at 11 while she went clubbing with her friends when it was supposed to be our night. We have also talked about situations like this, and she said, of course, she would leave with me if anything was to ever happen. Am I the jerk for expecting her to leave right away when I texted her we weren't going to be allowed in, or am I being dramatic and crazy?
Context is everything. I think he was right to say.
Yeah.
It is justified.
It is,
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
justified.
Yeah.
I mean, we all laughed like crazy in the beginning.
We're like, oh, what? But then now,
but it's
yeah.
a given. Like if you're in a relationship with someone and you both plan to go to the same venue and then only one of you gets in, you don't stay.
No.
You out of respect for your partner.
No, I think it really depends on how much you guys like how you guys feel about clubbing. So, for example, I feel like regardless, when you're in a relationship, most times if you go clubbing, you go with your partner, or you don't go clubbing at all, kind of thing, right? For some people,
I mean, I was thinking back to the time out of all the partners I met,
okay, but
out of everyone I've ever met,
The eye contact killed me. Anyway.
that's why I didn't even continue because I was like, oh,
she
wait.
was lying through her teeth. She was lying through her teeth.
Okay, not go at all, but it's like it's just limited. Like just out of respect, you're not gonna always be out.
Tabs, cut the crap.
Guys, you act as if I was out when I was in a relationship. I was delusional when I was in a relationship. Let me just say that.
She started seeing things.
I never went out. I was like, no, my man's my man's doesn't like it. No, but anyways, my point is your decision on how you go clubbing doesn't matter, right? But if it's a situation where you hang out with your friends and your girl has her friends, and you all go to a place and you see they only let her with her friends go in, but you started off the night good, everything was good, and you're just not let in, don't ruin it for everyone. Just be like, okay, cool, we'll go to the bars, guys, we'll meet you guys afterwards. Or like, if he wasn't traveling, if no one was traveling, if it was just a regular day, it's like, yeah, have your fun, we'll see you at, like, afterwards, I'll see you there. You're going home together regardless, things like that. You just go with your boys.
It depends on the actual plan. So like, imagine us, for example, us four as friends. If if two of you went in and then two of us didn't, how would you guys feel if the other people just went home, or like or the other two stayed?
Shit.
I
I don't like it. Like, if I come in a big group.
I knew you were gonna bring it up.
What happened? What happened?
Do we have some
Crying.
I don't know if we have some
What happened?
Was this the chance for the TikTok?
That's weird.
I'm not saying we are those people.
but it has happened.
Oh my! And you guys just kept on going.
I mean,
We were there.
Wait, when was this?
We paid the entrance fees.
Oh.
The alcohol's not gonna drink itself.
Was I there? No.
Oh no!
and you know there was. You know what made it worse? There was no sense.
Put the
of
mic
guilt.
closer.
There was no sense of guilt.
What's even worse about it is we lied. We're like, if you can't go in, we're not all going in. If you can't go,
And you went to the front of the line.
we went, put our IDs by force before we even asked for it.
Anyway,
We had our paper.
The passport was ready.
Passport, the credit card was out.
everything.
We're like, we came all the way here. We're not going
We're
back.
not going home. After I put my makeup on, no.
And I'm looking nice. No.
The fit? No.
And the music was slapping from outside. No.
And it's not our fault that you didn't have the necessary things to come
To come in.
So what was the reason for the denied entry?
Right.
So what's the next one?
It's so deep.
Let's just go to the next one.
No, but okay, no,
Yeah.
I do get it. Like, obviously, this was like a once-off situation.
Yeah.
But what was
In
the question?
usual,
Where are we?
in the usual circumstances, I just think
So I feel like
yeah.
it depends on how close you are to the people.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, if they're by themselves, then yes.
Yes,
But if they also with a group and you're with your group,
Yeah.
you just be
Writing
like,
this
guys, we'll
down.
meet you guys. We'll meet you guys
Yeah.
at the next spot.
Yeah.
Like, or just, you guys make another plan. Just say, okay, we'll check if this other place is open. Meet us there or something.
of
Like,
course.
the night just keeps going. When
Yeah.
you're drunk, you find a way. You do
But
something.
in this situation, I do feel like because they had planned the night already to be together.
Yeah.
I feel like she should have left, but at the same time, like sometimes, two groups meet up, one doesn't get in.
It is what it is.
It is what
I'm
it
gonna
is,
hang with
yeah.
my girls. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. We're here.
It's not
Because
that
I'm not
deep.
gonna come and hang with your boys. Sorry.
I know. Like, honestly, what do we talk about?
Soccer.
Come on,
Basketball.
this is my song and you can't work with a guy.
Like, you can't even be doing the most.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
So
Guys.
doing the most isn't dancing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the jerk for giving my future mother-in-law 3 days to pay me for a new wedding dress, or else I show the family a photo of her wearing it?
How did she find her?
I need to know the story because what? That's wild.
And she even took
What
a
did she
picture.
do in my wedding dress?
And she took a picture too.
And she said, "Ka-ching."
Got you.
Busted.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, all right.
Tell us the story.
Let's get the context.
She wants to marry her son, basically.
That's what I think.
Those
That's what
mothers
I
are the
think.
most dangerous.
No.
Even I'm scared of
How
them.
can you love your son?
And I'm a guy.
Anyway. All right. So I'm getting married to my fiance soon. I bought my wedding dress weeks ago. So my future mother-in-law kept pestering me about trying it on, but I firmly refused, as you should. I finally shut it down after she offered me $100 to try it on. Her reasoning for pestering me so much, she says it's because of her love for wedding dresses and her obsession with them. Okay. She could literally just buy her own wedding dress.
Right.
But anyway,
Start a business.
fast forward to yesterday. I came from work early and I found my fiance at home. He freaked out after seeing me and tried to prevent me from going into our room while trying to text somebody on his phone. I opened the door and was shocked to see his mother standing there in my dress. I instantly pulled out my phone and took a picture of her in it. She and my fiance freaked out after, and I told her that she needed to pay me for a new dress in 3 days or else I'll show the whole family the photo. She started crying and then left, and my fiance blew up at me saying I can't be serious and that I overreacted because his mum just wanted to try the dress on. No harm done. But I refused to listen to him because in my opinion, the dress should only be worn by the bride and the bride only. I felt disgusted looking at the dress again. I don't want it anymore. And so I think it's fair that she pays me after she ruined it for me. He yelled at me, anyway, and told me to wake up and stop treating his mum like that, as if she was an enemy. We had a fight after he failed to get me to back down, and he's been staying with his mum ever since. I feel awful, but I spent 3K on this dress and worked hard to get it. I can't stand looking at it, but people in my family think I'm escalating things and risking my relationship with not only my future mother-in-law, but my fiance as well. Update. My fiance called and offered to pay for the dress himself, so we ended the conflict. But he wanted me to hand him my phone so he can delete the photo himself, swear that I don't have any copies to use it against his mum later, apologize to his mum, and lastly he asked me that I quit his family group chat and log out of Facebook for at least a month. I haven't responded yet.
The terms and conditions on that one.
Nah, those terms and conditions are like, those are crazy. I wouldn't
That's
even
That means
marry
they're
him
gonna
after
eat
that.
her up in the group chat.
Yeah, that's why
wild.
he wants her to leave. He doesn't want her to see what's going to be said.
Men will just
Men will leave you in
The mama's
desert
boys.
without water.
Without water.
imagine.
That's
I mean, I would say I would be like, oh, you can wear it after the wedding, but not now.
not even after.
Not even after.
Never.
Never.
And why was the
No.
fiance there while she was trying on the dress?
Right.
What type of
So the,
fetish
the fiance knew that the mom was gonna go try the dress.
And the
It's
fiance
called-
knew it was wrong because he tried to stop her from getting in.
It's called emotional incest. Have you guys heard of that before?
No, but
So
it makes sense.
basically it means like when the mom is like not fantasizing but like fetishizing. Yeah, I can't talk. Fetishizing.
Fantasizing.
Yes, that's the one.
I don't know if I said it
fetish
wrong.
with the son?
Fetish.
Like having a
Say with
fetish
confidence.
relationship with the son. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it to the point where it's not healthy. That's why it's called incest. Like incest, emotional incest. And actually, there's actually a lot of examples, especially on Reddit, a lot of examples where mother-in-laws or like the
Oh,
husbands'
yeah.
mums are like that. They're so heavily involved in like their sons' lives, and the worst part about it is the son usually defends the mum.
Absolutely.
Of course.
100%. No, but to the point where it's delusional.
Yeah, and there's even a show.
Like in like I just can't fathom.
Another one.
You know, it's
My
like
mom's.
my mom's
It's on
something.
TLC.
Yeah, it's
and
on
there-
TLC.
there's this one Arab guy with an Asian wife I've seen on
yeah,
that
and like the mom is literally like belittling this girl.
show. So much. The girl was
And
crazy too. But
the girl
like,
is
yeah.
crazy. But it's like,
No,
it's
but
like,
it
this
was
crazy.
2 plus 2 was not for that day.
No, this
It
guy
was
was.
not.
No, I
And
don't know
there's
what's
this
gonna
other
happen with
one
him. Yeah.
that like they were planning the wedding, right? And then they didn't. So the girl was like, don't tell your mom about the theme or where we're having our wedding because the mom is gonna freak out. Like she wants
Yeah.
the wedding to be away.
The venue and
yeah.
the things. Yeah, I think I
So
remember
they went
that.
wedding dress shopping, and then the sisters and the friend accidentally said, "Oh yeah, they're gonna have like a, I think it was like camp themed
Yeah,
wedding."
like a.
And
it
then
was
the
like
mom
a-
started to like get really upset because
Yeah.
like, no, they're having a wedding in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
having a
I've
wedding
seen that.
in
And she even
Vegas.
chose the son's suit.
The suit.
Yeah.
And she wanted to match with the sun.
Exactly. I saw that one. I saw that too. And everything that the wife was saying,
She was shutting it down.
She was like, "No, I think this
And
is
she
better."
started
She's
to
like, "Why is
cry.
that navy thing boring?" Like she's like, "Choose this
Yeah.
red, like flamboyant." Like
She was like, and even the wife was like, okay, let me compromise. He can wear the suit to the reception, but not to the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, that's absurd. Me and him need to match.
she wanted a barn wedding. I think that's what she wanted.
A
Yeah.
barn wedding, and then she's like, "No, you guys are having." Basically, was telling them, "You guys are having your wedding in Vegas," and she's like, "That's not our thing. We don't want that." And then the son, like, eventually he stuck up for his wife, but he was like, at the same time, he was just like, not on the fence, like, doesn't want to make his mom upset, but also, like, wants to keep his
He
wife
wants to be
happy.
with his wife. Yeah.
It's so
God.
weird. And to the point where the mom was like crying tears because the wedding wasn't going to be in Vegas.
Nah,
That's
it's weird.
crazy.
There's actually a saying like in our culture, in our religion, where it's like when you get married or when you have like a fiance and you're thinking about marriage, the number one person will always be your wife, not your parents. Always.
Oh,
I
and
love that.
I've been seeing so
Say
many
it louder
people
for everyone.
argue. Like if
That car
the
story.
car story, yeah,
Who would you put in the front seat?
yeah.
Your wife.
My wife. Oh.
Oh,
It's okay. It's
we're
2023.
coming to new
No,
revelations.
no, guys, hold on.
She just came out the closet today, guys.
My dad, my husband.
Watch her wear like the nails and the hair next week.
It's like I need to prove the
The
wrong.
rainbow hair.
This whole thing will be a rainbow.
It's okay. We're not judging. We don't.
But yeah,
discriminate.
there's a lot of like
No, my
people
husband, my
arguing,
husband.
people arguing, and it's like you're not gonna spend your life with your mom
No.
or your dad.
You also have to remember when you're old and you need taking care of, it's your wife.
Yeah.